That kid before two. Okay. That's 5 straight shots that didn't hit the rim.
Can you, hey, Kel, can you see it?
See what?
Can you still see the on your testing 1 2 testing 1 2. We're live in Salisal, Oklahoma. If you can hear us and see us, let us know in our chat. As it is significantly louder. So, Kale, make sure that that's always, put it right at your mouth. And you might even have to, so that this will be closer. Yeah.
Everybody talking over each other.
Welcome, Friday Night Bulldogs fans, to Salisal, Oklahoma, a special Thursday night edition of Friday Night Bulldogs. Here in regional action, Wagoner Bulldogs will take on the Broken Bow Savages right here in Salisal, Oklahoma. We appreciate everyone that has logged on. You are going to courtside as much as you can by being at home. Myself, Jeremy Holmes, and I am with Kel Humphreys, this sophomore at Wagoner High School, and he is going to make his broadcasting debut. Kel, thanks for coming on, and say hello to all the fans.
A lot of action here. Hopefully, no Bulldogs come out with finish on to be playing Saturday against the winner of Muldrow, and I can't remember them. That's about 5 times I forgot.
Yeah, we have definitely looked at that several times. I'll keep talking. I'll let you pull that up again. That way, we'll remind the fans throughout the night. But earlier today at 1 o'clock came the girls in the consolation bracket with an impressive win over the Lady Pirates of Poteau. I believe the final score was 66-39. Something. And very impressive win on the girls' side. The boys hope to match that tonight against the Broken Bow Savages.
We will play, if we win this game, we will play at Muldrow, 7:30 Saturday, March 1st. Either Muldrow or Stillwood.
Okay. And that's at 7:30?
Yep.
Okay. So if we win tonight, we will face the winner of Stillwell and Muldrow. We'll be at Muldrow on Saturday at 7:30.
Now,
should we not, then what happens?
We will be playing tomorrow night, 7:30, against the winner of Hilldale and Glenpool, which has already been played, but we just don't have the bracket updated yet.
Okay. The winner between who? Hilldale and Glenpool. Okay. Hilldale and Glenpool.
So, we win, back on 2. I don't think we played either of those teams. And possibly a familiar foe if we have.
So, we will remind everyone throughout the game. Again, if the Bulls win, we play Saturday at 7:30 at Muldrow. the winner is still. If we happen to lose, we play on Friday at 7:30 in that game between Vildo and Glencoe, although we don't have an updated bracket. So we've got a lot of basketball to play before that. Just want to remind all our fans at home that Kale and I cannot keep each other to hopefully have found out better than last week, and so should be minimal crowd noise and should hear our voices. But unfortunately, Kale and I look at each other a lot to make sure that we're not talking over.
Yeah.
So Kale, walk us through what's the strengths and maybe the things that we need to watch out for versus Broken Bow tonight.
So looks like we're on Broken Bow side, so I'll just keep to their strengths. They got number 4. What is that is? It's their not only their quarterback football, but what I've seen is some saying what is football. He's getting off this one like from Broken Bow, which I mean you don't see a lot of balls. We're all strengths, I mean looks like we play this group is playing because they've not like really know each other like that kind of these little family connections on this board.
Yes.
So that's gonna be a big way for us to get off our defense. We play hard, everything respectful time. If we just keep to who we are, we should be fine this game.
So we are at the tip-off. It'll be Dante Swanson, number 5, the senior. We'll get a little plug in for our podcast. We did it on this morning before the girls' game. That's why it was on Thursday instead of Friday. But our podcast, Jay Sean Davison. We have Edric Johnson. All 3 you're going to see on the court tonight. We also have 2 senior girls from the girls' team, Jalen. Check that podcast out. But right now, it's basketball time here in South Oklahoma as the Bulldogs win the jump. And this is Matson Swanson. Now, Dante Swanson at the top of the key. Back to Matson Swanson.
Looks like Broken Bow's running man-to-man.
Okay. Man-to-man early. Here's Jay-Sean Davison. Swanson looking inside to Jeffrey Funk. Lost the handle on the ball. Turnover. Here come.
See, we playing up right. We're going to do a lot of pressure, keeping the pressure on the offense to take care of the ball.
And we will
start attacking the paint early.
That's number 3, Dejon Paul, with the turnaround jumper for the early score for the Savages. There's one turnover, miscommunication there, Kale, on the miscommunication on the 4th, turnover on the good Bulldogs.
Be a lot smarter. We can't keep going. Let's say that's this thing. You can't really win a basketball game not taking care of the ball. Pressure to get down to a pressure game like this. Every possession.
We will get the names of the Savages as quickly as we can. Here's Dejon Hall. This is Hall again with Jalen Jackson in his back pocket. Almost, and that was a turnover on the Savages going Wagner's way. And here come the Bulldogs. Dante Swanson with the ball.
Take it.
Matson Swanson stepping back, resetting the offense.
Okay. Ran this offense a lot.
Dante Swanson in the paint, looking for somewhere to go. Jay Sean Davison for 3. Yes! with the man in his face, nothing but net. Ja'Shawn Davison.
Open or contested, he would make the three.
Bulldogs 3-2 over the Savages. This is Powell. Powell in the paint, and it'll go for the Savages. Braden Powell. Oh, looks like they're going to call up before the shot. So no basket.
A lot of hand motions right there. I was going to put it up.
And there's number 3, Dejon Hall, with his second bucket of the game.
Right now, I've seen two just different ones. Okay, number 3, the freshman. That's a hard.
Here's Dalen Jackson. The Savages a 1-point lead over the Bulldogs 4-3. Here's Dante Swanson. Good defense from the Savages. Matson Swanson back out to the top of the key to reset the offense. Just now underway. Actually, I'll say just now underway. We're almost halfway through the first period as we near the 4-minute mark. And here's Dante Swanson. Swanson going inside and called the foul. Thought the travel was coming, but the foul was all first.
Stepping on the ground. He should be. He would have done like a little. Then it would have been.
Foul was on the floor, so the Bulldogs will inbound the ball. Ja'Shawn Davison. Here's Matson Swanson with a strong move. Savages with the rebound. Bulldogs thought they might have forced a turnover there, but the Savages maintained possession. Let us know if there's any problems that we can fix on our end. It seems like it's going well so far with video and audio. So here with Savages holding on to that 1-point lead. Braden Howell with the ball for the Savages. Howell kicks it back out to Dejon Hall. Now it's Jackson McDaniel. Won't go. Got some fouls underneath. Good play by number 22, A.J. Brandon, helping the Bulldogs up. Looks like Davison jammed a thumb, maybe, or something.
Let's hope. I would say I will never see it over the back that's that late. Wow.
There's Matson Swanson in the paint. Oh, rejected, but able to get his rebound. Kicks it back out to Falk. Here's Matson Swanson. Swanson inside the Falk. Be a foul called on number 10, Jackson McDaniels.
Another inbound player.
Here's Dante Swanson now with the ball at the top of the key. Ja'Shawn Davison for 3. Won't go. Rebound, Savages.
What I thought, it was a high scoring affair, but it may not be. It may just be a whole lot of defense.
Number 4, he'll draw the foul. Braden Howell, the little short jumper floater, was short, but he fouled and is going to shoot 2. Braden Howell. Score still 4-3. It has been for the last couple of minutes. 3:28 left in this first period. But the Savages holding on to that 1-point lead. This is number 4, Braden Howell, shooting 1 of 2. Gets the shooter's roll for the first.
I thought Brown was going to get him for a second.
And Howell will get 2 for 2 from the charity line. 6-3 Savages. Here's Jeffrey Falk for 3. Won't go. Rebound. Braden Howell for the Savages. Kale right now between is Paul and Hal for the Savages, and the Bulldogs got to come up with an answer.
Offensively right now, it's just we're struggling. We'll get
We got a jump ball.
well, I mean,
Jump ball call due to the Bulldog defense.
what it looked like is that we was going up for the shot, but we had both hands on it. It was no foul.
Okay. Savages with the possession arrow, meaning the next jump ball as well. This is Paul
Ryan,
to the Savages. Over the Hal. This is McDaniel. McDaniel trying to go inside. Won't go. Jason Davison with the rebound. He brings it down. There's Ryan Atkins checking in the lineup for the Bulldogs, number 11. Just passed it back to Davison. Now this is Swanson. Ryan Atkins. Atkins thought about it and then backed out. Here's Dante Swanson for three. Yes. Number 3, Dante Swanson with his first bucket of the game. Bulldogs 6, Savages 6.
so our defense is relentless. So,
Yeah.
and if our offense could pick up the pace, so they're looking good for us.
Here's Paul. Now McDaniel. Atkins providing the defense for the Bulldogs. Back to Howard. 1 minute, 45 seconds left in this first period. We're tied at 6. Going underneath. Comes back out to Howell. Howell goes into the paint. Won't go. Jason Davison with the rebound. Jason takes up for a 3. Won't go. Savages. Sky Baker with the rebound.
Big truck out there. We just trying to find some spark on it.
McDaniel for 3 won't go. Ryan Atkins with the rebound. And again, I want to remind everyone that Kayla and I cannot hear each other, so we may talk over each other every once in a while. We're looking at each other, making sure that we're not talking over ourselves. As Swanson tries another floater, partially deflected, and here come the Savages. Great now. Yeah, defense for both teams have been very strong. That's Braden Howell for 3. Won't go. Matson Swanson with the rebound.
I've noticed they are letting him play, which is good.
Yes.
Points.
Galen Jackson in as the Savages come back. Jackson with the 3-point attempt. Looked like it was going in, and then just comes out. Savages back on their end of the court. 18 seconds in this first period as the score has been 6-6 for quite a while. Here's Powell. Powell. McDaniel. Trying to go to Howell and stolen away from Swanson. Swanson with 1. Can't get the handle. That will do it for the first period. A lot of defense, Kel, and the score reflects that, only being 6-6.
This is fighting. Both teams just can't seem to get a good stuff. No difference in the score. Only reason Broken Bowl is tied right now is because 2 free throw attempts they got. They would have been tied if it wasn't for them. So any advice for life is keep shooting, just keep finding that shot, and just don't give it away. And if your shot's not going to hit, you got to play even harder on defense.
Yeah.
Because they are aggressive. Like, they are playing hard, Broken Bowl. And they are playing very physical from what I've seen. That number 4, is it?
Yeah.
He's running like a running back.
Yeah.
I'm looking right now.
So it's looking to go down to the wire if it continues to go like this. 6-6.
So someone offensively just finds a groove.
Yeah. Right now, both teams are struggling to find that. It's 6-6 at the end of 1 as we set for the second period action. Again, we hope it's going well for you at home. Appreciate you logging on. As we get ready for the second period. Edric Johnson, number 2, checks in the lineup for Wagoner. Jay-Sean Davis and Matson Swanson. Ryan Atkins and number 22 for the Bulldogs has checked in. Davion McNack rounds out the 5. Here's McNack on the 3. Can't go. Rebound. Atkins with Wagner. Here's Edric Johnson. Yeah. The 2, Edric Johnson just checks into the lineup and drains the 3, Gale, from the beginning.
Yeah. That's the kind of spark we need offensively. We want to pull away from this game. We're going to start hitting the shot.
But right now, Kel, that's been the Bulldogs' saving grace as Johnson has a 3, Davison has a 3, and Dante Swanson has a 3. And somehow that was not to the left. And number 32 for the Savages able to clean up there. And now we got an early turnover in this second period going the Savage as well.
You saw back-to-back plays right there. There's communications. In this kind of game, you can not have that.
Bulldogs 9-8, a minute in to this second period. That's number 32. We'll get a name on him. Had the last bucket. 32, Colin Axton. For the Savages. Davion McNack. Good. Nice finish by McNack off the fast break.
That's important. That's not an easy shot. High pressure. When he calm composed is always
11-8 Bulldogs. Savages. That's number 2, Sky Baker. Kicks it out to Hall. Hall trying to drive in the paint. Kicks it out to Axton. Won't go. Rebound, Davion McNack. Matson Swanson. Swanson. Now to Edric Johnson for 3. Edric Johnson hits his back-to-back 3-pointers, and all of a sudden, Johnson has found his groove.
The whole team offensively looks like we got our confidence back. Defensively, haven't changed our mindset, but we're just making the shots we need to.
Wagner on an 8-2 run in this second period. There's a nice drive and turn by Dejon Hall. Dejon Hall was 6 for the Savages, 6 of their 10. Here's Matson Swanson. Ryan Atkins. Atkins to Matson Swanson. Jay-Sean Davison at the top of the key. Atkins in the corner.
Very patient offensively.
Yes, they are. Davion McNack. And right now, we probably need to look for Edric Johnson as he's had the hot hand of late.
Find someone who's open.
Edric Johnson on the podcast this morning. Going to show out a little bit. Here's Atkins for 3. Ryan Atkins. And the Bulldogs have opened up a 7-point lead.
Making the shots you need to, being patient offensively, and finding the shot. That's not a bad strategy in this game.
17-10. Here's a 3-pointer from the Savages. Number 4, Graydon Howell. Between Howell and Hall, that pretty much accounts for all of the Savage points. 17-13, almost halfway through the second period. Jay-Sean Davison kicks it back out, and he is fouled before the pass.
Just find a way to neutralize any of those. Broken Bow, one of those 2 Broken Bow players. It changed the game completely.
We apologize if we're not able to keep up with the chat. Something's going wrong, but from what I hear, the video is good, so we'll just keep bringing you the action here. Davison, Atkins able to run down that loose ball. Atkins to Edric Johnson for 3. Rims out. Savages. Number 4, Graydon Howell. Howell driving into the paint. A good, strong move by Howell. Howell covered about, looked like he covered half court in two. Here's Jason Davison. That will go. Great answer by Davison. Such a strong move to the hoop.
Jason just said, I told him, if you're going to play your game, I'll play my game.
Jason Davison was 6. That was the second of his three-pointer. 20-15 now. Wagoner. Broken bow. Here's Hall. It's number 22, A.J. Brandon. Now it's Howell. Number 4, Great pulls up the jumpers, gets fouled, and you'll have a chance for a three-point play.
He straight up responds. He's good. He is carrying that broken bow team.
That's 9 for Howell and 6 for Hall, I believe. Yep.
Frankly, you just can't play. You can't. Those are the small things you can't do with a game like this. And it's going to come down to inches, not feet. Yeah, you got to just more that. You got to be methodical in every single play.
Howell could at least three-point play.
Full court press.
Yep. Savages will switch to the full court press. We're under 3 minutes in the second period. 20-18 Bulldogs. Edric Johnson, strong move, won't go, gets his own rebound. That won't go either, Savages. Johnson fighting hard underneath, just couldn't go in. And here come the Savages, down by 2.
So Jason switched the guard with number 4. Nope, never mind.
Sky Baker with the ball now. Number 32, now number 3, Hall. Howell. Howell with a long distance 3, and it goes. Savages have taken a 1-point lead late in this second period from Graydon Howell's 3.
It just looks like the broken bow offense is just basically biding their time, waiting for him to just go and take the shot.
Jeffrey Falk, now Dante Swanson. Swanson been quiet on the offensive side. Here's Howell. Or sorry, that was Falk. Yeah. Thought it was Howell on the defense, but it's actually Hall. And here's Davison trying to get it into Falk again. Skip pass to McNack. Now Swanson going to reset. Jayshawn Davison at the top of the key. 1 minute, 23 seconds in the second period. Underneath the Falk. Oh, with a great move. Had he not gone to one hand, that would have been rejected.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Falk with his first points of the night.
Soon, Wagner might have to think about going to do a boxing 1 to number 2.
Yeah.
Not let him call
Now with the 3. Banks it in. Kale going to have to come up with an answer for Howell. Early on, it was Hall, but Howell has really turned it on. 24-22 Savages. Jason Davison trying to answer. So here comes Howell again for the Savages. Gets fouled. Yeah, not a bad foul.
They can shoot the free throws. Don't give them away.
Yeah. Howell going to the line.
And a lot of people, if you're going to foul him to where he can't make that shot.
Yeah,
don't
for sure.
Get that ball up.
For sure. Savages with a 2-point lead as Howell stands at the charity line. Howell gets the first to go. $17 for Howell right now as he tries to make it 2 for 2. Or in the words of Fort Gibson announcer, my cousin Jason Ricks, going for the daily double. And he will complete the daily double. Savages 26-22 over the Bulldogs as they continue that full court press. 25 seconds as the clock continues to run. Looks like Davison and the Bulldogs will play for that last shot of this first half.
Very smart rush.
Dalen Jackson won't go. Rebound. Howell. Now the Savages with a chance for the last bucket. Howell. Here is the last seconds of that first half. And just like that, the Savages go down the lead by 6 and now up by 6. It was pretty close, probably a 10-2 run there in those last 2 minutes. We're at halftime here at Sallisaw, Oklahoma, in regional championship bracket. The Savages just went on a run to
Say, it wasn't the Savages who went on the run. We know who went on the run.
You're right. The Savages went on the run at 28-22 at halftime. And we're going to count these up. Kale, if you'll recap the half, I'm going to count these scores up.
Well, it started out with some defensive just slugfest. No one could get anything going. When Wagoner started hitting their shots, doing what they needed to do. And that just gave fuel to number 4. And he just turned up. He showed you why he's got offers for football. I don't think he missed. Once he went on his run, I don't think he missed a shot. It's any shot, he was taking a full confidence. He's playing 100% both ends. Honestly, almost enter Wagner's going to have is shut him down. I wouldn't be surprised if we go into boxing 1 and don't even just get killed by the other teams. That's what a lot of teams have to do when you play someone that good. Let the other team beat. Don't let the team beat. Don't let the player beat. Offensively, you got to start.
So of that 28, 20 is by Howell, Braden Howell. 6 by Dejon Hall, and then 2 from Colin Axton. That's the 28 for the Savages. The 22 for the Bulldogs come by way Edric Johnson with 2 threes, 6 points total. Jay-Sean Davison with 2 threes, 6 points. Dante Swanson with the 3, he's got 3. Ryan Atkins with the 3, he's got 3. And then Jeffrey Falk and Davion McNack both have 2 points. And that is the 22 that the Bulldogs have. And that takes us to this to halftime. Broken Bow Savages 28, Wagner Bulldogs 22. And Kale, you just talked about the first half, which obviously is what the Bulldogs are going to have to concentrate on the second half. They're going to have to get a body on Howell and maybe even double team, as he's had some strong moves to the hoop.
The athletic freak.
Well, he took over that second period.
Yeah, no, there was no one out there. It was just like there was almost in his mind of it. There was no one. Quite frankly, we don't stop hitting. There's no end it about it. That's tricky. What's going to happen?
Bulldog shooting has been a little sporadic. Couple of big threes hit, maybe right in a row, and then go for a little dry spell. So going to have to be a little bit more consistent for sure. As we welcome everyone who has joined us online, thank you for supporting your Wagner Bulldogs. And right now, it's a 6-point deficit at halftime. But 6 points, literally, Kale, is 2 possessions.
Yeah. I mean, this game isn't over. If you don't put a man on him, it's over. That's just what he's going to do. I'm sure Dante he's gonna write up something. They're not just gonna lay down and die. But the game isn't over. We can hit him with a right hook and we'll be right back in it.
Yeah. So again, it's halftime here at Sallisaw, Oklahoma, the championship bracket of regionals. And as we talked about at the very start of the game, and speaking of the start of the game, literally that first, it was the Sallisaw Broken Bow Girls Championship bracket game. And they put, as soon as that last buzzer sounded, I think they put 12 minutes on the clock, and it was go time.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a whole lot of time. We can only stream our game. I didn't want to take any chances to turn the camera on early to catch that last possession of the girls' game. So we didn't have a whole lot of time to make that transition. So The clock shows 5:45. You got plenty of time to go get your refill on your favorite drink or your snack and get cuddled up on the couch. Although, Kel, compared to last Saturday, I don't know about cuddling up on the couch because it's pretty warm today. It's beautiful, actually.
Yeah.
Last Saturday, there's still snow on the ground, cold temperatures.
Thought you were living in Minnesota.
Again, we're having a little trouble with our chat room. So if you're trying to chat, that probably has not come through. So I appreciate you trying. And again, we're going to plug the Friday morning Bulldog.
Clippers coming out now.
Okay. The boys coming out already. Just under 5 minutes left in this halftime. And I guarantee you, Coach Swanson had a little bit to say about the shooting, and maybe that's why they're out here so early.
A little bit.
So I'm going to give a plug for the podcast. Yeah, here comes Broken Ball back out in the field. Going to give a plug for podcasts that we did because of these games. We had Jalen Fortiller from the girls team. Boys, we had Ethan Johnson, we had Jay Sean Davis, Madison Swanson. Had a great time talking about their futures. They contribute to the team, and looking forward to these games this afternoon, this evening. So, if the boys win, they play at Muldrow. Winner at Muldrow Stillwell will be at 7:30 tomorrow night. Should they lose?
No, it'll be Saturday night.
Saturday if we win. If we lose, then we play tomorrow at 7:30, and we'll get the winner of Philadelphia Glenford, I believe. So either way, Kel, it's going to be you and me again tomorrow night.
Yeah.
It's going to be you and me again tomorrow. The clock, I believe, as the girls, in convincing fashion, beat the Poteau Pirates earlier today at the 1 o'clock game. What's that?
We hope we can keep that momentum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or at least pass some of it to the boys.
And that game will be at 1 o'clock tomorrow here against
It's at Muldrow.
At Muldrow. Might have to look that one up again to see who the girls play. But we will also be there, bringing it to you live, and we appreciate your support. We appreciate Van Shay Ivers from the OSSAA, who's your relations representative, and he is always good to get back with us on our requests to stream all season long, all season this year between football and softball and now basketball. He's always been great to get back with me here in those emails. He was this week. Is a little bit of mix-up on the timing, and he got right back with us, and we appreciate his work representing the OSSAA media relations. Still 2 minutes left on the half. Kel, if there's anybody want to shout out to, go right ahead. Feel free.
Shout out to the whole academic team out there.
Okay.
Watching, hopefully, maybe. As we second and state this year, hopefully we can bring some of that match to the next year and get gold.
Yeah,
Once again, maybe give a shout out to their music person here today. Just playing all 80s rock. Well, it's winding down. The Bulldogs got to get hot offensively and stop number 4.
Well, we're going to take this opportunity talking about the sports that we've been streaming. And right now, I believe we've had wrestlers wrestling at state, and some of them may not wrestle till tomorrow. Some had to wrestle through the backside of the bracket. I know Adam Luna has already advanced, and he has won his match. Kel Charbonneau, I believe, will be wrestling tomorrow, 2:15 late. He was the regional champion just last weekend. Bryce Steele was the regional champion at 165. We'll be wrestling tomorrow. Again, we just talked about Adam Luna wrestling through the backside of the bracket, won his match today. He's still continuing to wrestle. The freshman Grant Steinhill won the consolation finals last week. He will also be wrestling today. And then the last of our boys making it to state is Poteau Moore, Colin Moore, and he has made it to state as well. On the girls' side, we had 2 girls this year qualify for state, freshman Olivia Edwards and also freshman Paisley Romine. Sophomore, that's right, sorry. Paisley Romine is a sophomore. Both of those ladies have advanced to the state tournament, and they, I believe, will wrestle this weekend as well. So a lot of things happening with Wagoner Sports. You got regional finals here.
Boys,
What's that?
soccer scrimmage for the boys.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Was soccer scrimmage tonight?
The girls, I think, also is scrimmaging looks so good.
Okay. Yeah, that's going on tonight.
A lot of stuff
And
going on.
who knows what we'll be streaming from now until May.
Yeah.
But right now, it's regional competition with the boys basketball against the Broken Bow Savages. Right now, they have a 6-point lead, and there is an early foul just 7 seconds in to this third period. And looks like they're going to call. Do they call 6? I don't know if there's a 6 out there. Maybe that was a 5.
Oh,
They call 15. Okay, so that'll be Jeffrey Falk's second.
so down there in the post, it's been very physical. I don't know if you mentioned just because the post doesn't have no direction to go, but I'm just watching a lot of elbows, a lot of hands getting thrown down there. It's really physical.
Okay, we have just started this third period, 28-22 Savages. This is the first possession of this period. That's going to be a travel, and that is due to, I believe that was Jay Sean Davison on the defense. A shout out to Heather Tillotson, Miss Tillotson, a high school teacher, texted me, said, looks like everything's good at home. And she made comments during the girls' game earlier this afternoon. We talked about girls playing 6-on-6 back in the day. And she reminded me that she was part of that crew as Dante Swanson, three former Savages coming the other way. But Tillotson played in that 6-on-6 era, and that was transitioned to the 5-on-5 in the 95-96 season. Braden picking right up where he left off. Hal already with 20, now with 23. Here's Dalen Jackson, won't go. Rebound. Hal on the offense and defensive side of things.
Hoping at some point we start running a box one.
And the Bulldogs face their largest deficit of the game, down by 9, 31-22. Here's Hal going in strong, won't go. Hits his own chip in. Braden Hal has been dominant. Jeffrey Falk won't go. Rebound Savages. And the Bulldogs right now, Kel, got to settle down. (33-22) Savages with their biggest lead of the game. Here's inside to Hal. Hal goes. Braden Hal has taken over this game. He will go to the line to complete a 3-point play. He's already sitting at 27 for the game. 27 of the 35 Savage points. Make that 28. Bulldogs, I believe, are going to take a timeout.
Well,
Yes.
as needed.
Yeah. Facing their biggest deficit of the game, the Bulldogs, we have scored one bucket since halftime or any. So the Savages, I believe, have gone on a 10-0 run. I believe it was 26-22 at halftime. And to open up this third period, the Savages just went on a 10-0 run. Now they are ahead by 14. 5:49 left in this third period, and Swanson taking the timeout to get the boys focused again.
Game's not over, but I mean, as I said, you got to stop him. You get to a you can't. So,
back to the action. Again, 5:49 left in this third period. Edric Johnson inbounds the ball to Dante Swanson. Now back to Johnson as the Bulldogs try to set up some offense and get on the board of this second half. This is Dalen Jackson. Matson Swanson now. Jay-Sean Davison makes a move inside. Nice floater over Graves now. We got another timeout
by Brokenbow.
Okay. Timeout as Kel, that is just the first points of the second half for the Bulldogs.
I mean, you're going in the right direction. Score somehow. Boy, you gotta be alive. You gotta look alive out there.
36-24. Savages. 5:29. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Bulldogs come out in a full court pressing.
I mean, you gotta try. You gotta throw stuff at the ball at this point and see what sticks.
And it looks. I had a feeling that after the timeout, that bucket, I'm like, that's to get them set for a full court press, and that's exactly what's happening. Looks like we're manning up,
Right?
trying full court. Braden Howell for the Savages with the ball. Going in the corner. That's McDaniel. McDaniel. Looking for the cutter. Edric Johnson almost with a steal. And that time it is a steal. Dante Swanson gets it to Edric Johnson. Damon Jackson. Yes!
Here we go.
Dalen Jackson with his first bucket of the game, and it was a big one. Bulldogs down by 9. 36-27. Here's the back door. Braden Howell to the bucket again. He is still the hot hand on the Savage side. Edric Johnson for 3. Won't go. Savages. 38-27. Just under 4.5 left in this third period.
Right now, almost the defense has got a whole eye on the court. You can see what he's doing at all times.
Here's Howell. Howell in the corner. Number 10 won't go. Edric Johnson.
Blueprint right there. Double and make him stop.
McDaniel with that last shot. Here's Dante Swanson. Swanson. Jay-Sean Davison. Won't go. Rebound, Edric Johnson. Edric Johnson with the putback.
He's been the one bright spot so far.
Edric Johnson now with 8. Here's number 14 in the corner all alone. Won't go. Rebound, Matthew Swanson. Number 14, Troy Platt for the Savages. Dalen Jackson. Davison now at the top of the key over to Dante Swanson. Dante Swanson for 3. Front rim gets his own rebound. Jay-Sean Davison. Dante Swanson. Dante. Now to Matson Swanson going baseline. Strong move. Draws the foul.
And as of late, as of this last minute, I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I think this is how you have to play. I think at this point, you have to double them and make the other team beat you. You got 4 other players on the court. You got to just see if they can beat you right. I mean, I would send 4. I would send 4 if I had to at this point. You just got to, as I said, throw something in the wall and see what sticks.
Matson Swanson at the line, and he misses the first. We'll try for the second as the Bulldogs are down by 9. 3 minutes even on the clock. Madison Swanson can't get the second to go. Rebound, Howell for the Savages. Now it's Hall. Graydon Howell with the ball for the Savages. Now Brandon. Brandon gets it to Hall. Now to Howell. David Jackson with the defense. Howell going to the bucket. Oh, and the Bulldogs draw the charge. Davion McNack steps in and draws the charge. Bulldog ball.
Shooting ball by the left. And often misunderstood. Everyone sees a body on the ground and big immediate free throws.
With your feet planted, no movement.
I mean, they've had the perfect angles. Seems very controversial over here, but puts the guy right there.
Well, we are in enemy territory, so to speak, as we are sitting on the visitor side of the gym. Madison Swanson for three. Won't go. Swanson in the way down. Goes up. Down. Savages. So you may wonder what exactly Youngly is about, what the Bulldogs may score or whatever. Well, it's because every point is going to be contended with on either side of the gym. Here's Howell. Howell underneath. Number 2, Sky Bakers. And the Savages are back up by 11. Davion McNack with a nice move on the side. With the finger roll in, Bulldogs have cut it to single digits. 40-31 now, Broken Bar. Here's a trap. Now, he finds a man underneath, and that is A.J. Brandon. Great play by Howell to find him underneath. Madison Swanson going in, and he will draw the foul. And Graydon Howell, we can't overstate it enough. That was a beautiful find as he was trapped in the corner at the half court. And
that's when you need to rely on the other defenders to make sure you got to cover the reach spots.
Brandon all alone underneath. Howell found him with the easy layup, and the Savages are back up by 11. Here's Madison Swanson, now Jason Davison. Found Swanson underneath, stumbles a little bit. Howell rolls out. Savages with the rebound. We're under 40 seconds to play here in Sallisaw, Oklahoma. The Savages are up by 11. And here's Howell. Howell kicks it out to number 14. He hits the three. The Savages hits a big three. The Savages, I believe, have their largest lead of the game at 14. Here's Jason Davison from the bench. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Trying to get it inside. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Savages with the ball. 10 seconds left with the chance for the last shot of this third period. Here's Howell. Howell trying to go inside. Long distance three. Will not go. Sky Baker. But nevertheless, the Savages up by 14, 45-31 over the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have one more period to get it done as the Savages, specifically Graydon Howell, took over about midway through the first period and hasn't looked back since.
I mean, if you look at it, I mean, at the end of the third quarter, middle of it, you're seeing blueprints of beating. You didn't shoot what? Well, one shot? But if you're going to do that, you got to make sure the rest of your defense, no one's where the blind spots are for the two people running the double team and offensive. We just got to hit those shots. You do the same thing defensively. You just hope offensively the shots can start going there.
45-31, Broken Bow with the lead. We've got one to play as we are still in between periods here and we await the fourth period. Appreciate everyone logged on and supporting Bulldog basketball as we near 9 o'clock hour. And the Bulldog faithful trying to will their Bulldogs to a win to advance to the regional final game, which would be on Saturday. Got it right that time. Regional consolation would be tomorrow at 7:30. Regional final would be Saturday at 7:30. Here we go to begin the fourth period. Here's Matthew Swanson. Now Dante Swanson for three. Can't go. Rebound Savages. Number 22. That's A.J. Brannon with the strong rebound and gets fouled early on. 11 seconds into this fourth period. And we have our first foul. Looks like that's McNack's first. Here's a long distance pass. Brannon again. Bulldogs able to recover. Savage is in the corner, thought about the three. Here's inside. Matthew Swanson with the steal. There's Dante Swanson on the baseline. Has a little trouble. Had a little bit of trouble handling that and just lost where he was on the court. This is Howell. Now,
Looks like now they'll just try to play keep away from him.
this is Crew Platt, number 14. And a steal by Atkins. There's Jay-Sean Davison. Davison going in. Won't go. Rebound Savages. Here's Howell dribbling through pressure. Howell in the paint. Won't go. McNack gets a stolen from Howell. With another easy bucket. Here's another time scored by the Bulldogs. 6:31. The largest lead of the game for the Savages, 47-31, and Howell is just relentless at the Savages.
Can't need a miracle. Quite frankly. I have seen crazier. Now at this point, you're going to just have to be aggressive no matter what you do. Like, if you get fouled, you might just have to start, like, going for the roost every single time, no matter what.
47-31. Savages, 6:31. And we know the Bulldogs can get on a hot streak, and they're going to have to do it now. Edric Johnson with 8. Jay-Sean Davison with 8. Dante Swanson with 3. Dalen Jackson with 3. Ryan Atkins has 3. Jeffrey Falk has 2. And Davion McNack has 2. And that rounds out the 31 for the Bulldogs. 47 for the Savages, and I believe Howell has 38 of those. Actually, he has 39 of those. Jay-Sean Davison for 3, won't go. Rebound, number 22, A.J. Brannon has been busy underneath for the Savages.
It's got to be honest. Those players I think I've ever seen live. He just can move. Boys. No matter what Wagner's been thrown at him, you can't really stop him.
Bulldogs again have been on a drive spell as they've only scored 7 this half. There is a late foul call for 2. Sky Baker will go to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, that's a call.
5:43 left in this contest. And Baker can't get the first to go. We'll try for the second and try to extend this lead. Won't go. So Savages, even though Baker couldn't get the free throws to go, will maintain possession on the loose ball. Still up by 16. And there's the 5-second violation from Wagoner. And here's Matson Swanson going to pick up the ball at about half court. For those of you wondering why sometimes you see that, Bulldogs are maintaining possession underneath the basket. Cale, why don't you go ahead and explain to the fans of sometimes when they see the ball rolling down the court of why they don't pick it up.
It's particular to stop the time. A lot of teams do this when they're down and they just leave it for 2 seconds. Just for Jason with the three.
Jason Davison for 3, and is going to have to do that a lot more to get back into this ball game. And like we said, near turnover from him, able to get back. But as you said,
Cale, time, yeah, just so they have more opportunity. I mean,
this time it's Jajon Hall that will go to the line after
with
that ball rolling. The clock does not start until it's picked up, so it'll save sometimes 2, 3, maybe even 4 seconds.
Even longer than that. I've seen them wait something.
Depending on the pressure from the defense, they maybe can get that.
And then you can also see some like, what are you doing moments where the other team picks up the ball, easy layup.
Yeah, we got a foul called going against the Savages. So the Bulldogs down by 14, 48-34. That ball rolling. Now the clock starts. It's 5:05. Matson Swanson with the ball. Dante Swanson, long distance 3. Hits the front of the ring. Down Savages. 14. Flew flat will be fouled. I believe that's Edric Johnson's. Looks like it's going to be his 3rd.
So everyone's starting to get in foul trouble.
4:55 left as the Savages inbound the ball. Brandon. Now to Platts. Back out to Howell. Number 4, Graydon Howell. Taking over this game.
A broken bow can. We're just going to keep passing for the next 4 and
Howell. To Platts.
You're going to start seeing some fouls.
Here's Howell again, dribbling through. Now steps back out. The Bulldogs are going to have to start thinking about fouling. Even though it's still early, the way that they're passing and controlling this possession, going to have to think about fouling to get this ball back. Howell with the ball. Jason Davison on the defense. A loose ball. Here comes Dalen Jackson. Jackson with the layup. Dalen Jackson. Bulldogs pulled to within 12. Oh, there's another steal by Jason Davison. Over the miss to Swanson. Dalen Jackson for 3. Won't go. Rebound. Savages. I had a pretty good look at the basket. Just didn't have the rebounders underneath. And here, speaking of rebounders, A.J. Brandon putting up the easy layup, and he has been busy under the boards.
He may not have been putting up a lot of points, but he's been doing a lot of work down there.
Yep. Jason Davison. 3 for Jason Davison.
I mean, we're getting our momentum. I mean, we just gotta get it stopped.
3:09 left. There's a timeout on the floor. Even after all of this, as far as maybe seeing that the Bulldogs defense hasn't been as strong as it has in the past games, but Be that as it may, the Bulldogs are only looking at 11-point deficit, and with 3:09 left, that is plenty of time.
He's got a number 4. Like, so don't send no cards that time.
So 3:09 as we await the restart of the action. As the team step back out on the court.
Work above the ball. Wagoner's going to a full court press right here. He's about to get the aggressive. He's going to play the most aggressive defensive team.
Savage is still in there in the court. Now get across. And now we're going to play keep away, presumably, as they have the last couple of possessions. Dejon Hall with the floater. Gets it to go. I believe that's his first bucket of the second half. Deshaun Davison. Davison with a 3. And it'll go. Deshaun Davison, 8 buttons. Clock running at 2:32.
Can't move that hand still for a little bit.
10 points. Oh, there's a turnover now.
Hold on.
As the Bulldogs can cut it into single digits with this possession. 52-42, 2:26 left. Here's Madsen Swanson. Dante Swanson. Dante Swanson with the 3. Won't go. Rebound, Bulldogs. Madsen Swanson. Deshaun Davison. Deshaun Davison with the 3. Won't go. Dante Swanson. Now Davison getting. First thought it was Swanson with the rebound. Deshaun Davison comes up with the rebound, and Nick gets fouled. And
about to come within.
And Kel, if there's one thing that it works to the team that is losing to their advantage is when they get to go to the free throw line.
Yeah.
Because the clock stops, get to take the time, and as we see, Deshaun Davison hits his first of 2.
And now you're at 8 points. This is very doable. The way defensively, how we've been playing, getting field. This game's not going to reach yet.
No, not at all. Deshaun Davison hits 2 of 2. And the Bulldogs lead, or the Savages lead, has been cut to 8. 52-44, just under the 2-minute mark. And there's the charge call. Number 1, Madsen Swanson.
There's a little trucking going on between 2 and 4 right now. Looking both. Diedrich in at number 4.
Madsen Swanson drawing the charge. The Bulldogs can cut the lead to 6 with a bucket here. 5 with the 3 points. Deshaun Davison.
Honestly, out here, you're going to want.
Madsen Swanson. No. Edric Johnson with the rebound. Yeah, it looks like they're going to call Deshaun Davison with the foul. And that possession goes the Savages' way. And the Bulldogs are in the bonus, so they'll go to their line. I think that was the pause between the refs to make sure that it was the 5th foul. And now, too much to the Bulldogs' dismay, it's Braden Howell who's going to the line.
Maybe the pressure will get to him.
1:43 left in this ball game. Braden Howell hits the first of 2. The Savages can take it back to double digits with this free throw. Braden Howell has been unstoppable for the Savages. I'll have to add it up, but it's close. I think it's 36. for Howell. Matson Swanson with the 3-point attempt. Won't go. Davion McNack. Matson Swanson gets the rebound. Here's Edric Johnson. Johnson going to the bucket. The Savage faithful wanted a walk or double dribble. Did not get it.
I mean, I think he lost control of the ball. Once you lose control of the ball,
You can dribble again, exactly. So Edric Johnson gathers the ball, goes to the hoop, gets fouled, and he's shooting 2 with 1:21 left. And won't get the first one to go. Bulldogs still down by 10, 1:21 left in this ball game. Edric Johnson, 1 of 2 from the line.
3-possession lead right now. Yep. No good defensive, no good offensive.
Bulldogs down 45-54 on the Savages as we near the 1-minute mark. Howell goes into the paint, kicks it back out. If we're going to foul, we need to foul someone other than Howell. And that is Baker going. And there's number 22. Hale, A.J. Brandon, been very busy underneath the boards, was there, and he gets the and one. It's not flashy, it's not fancy, but he gets the job done underneath, and that's exactly what you want.
That's exactly how you won in the 90s and 2000s, unless you're the Bulls. Which, I mean, they even had Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. A.J. Brandon to shoot 2. Sorry. The 3-point. Savages backed up by 12. Jason Davison hits the 3. Davison has come very much alive in his second half for the Bulldogs, but it may be too little, too late. As the Bulldogs down by 9, going to have to foul here, and still have not. And now the Savages have taken a timeout. The Bulldogs, 48. The Savages, 57. 32.7 seconds.
And you want to win this one.
32.7 seconds left. And the Bulldogs, I'm surprised, Phil, that they didn't foul on that possession immediately.
See that? I would have been fouling after 1 minute or even before that. Maybe even trying, we just weren't getting the whistle.
But we await the restart of this ball game. Winner moves
27 seconds right here. And as it stands, most likely be playing tomorrow, 7:30, the winner of Hildale Glencoe.
Right now, Jay Sean Davison talking about him coming alive in the second half. He has 16 in the second half. He had 6 in the first. And there's the foul, but unfortunately, Kel, guess who's going to the line? It's going to be Braden Howell for the Savages going to the line. Right now, I think he's standing at 34 points, maybe 36 points. And misses his first.
We could have took that a lot of.
I believe we're looking probably that's probably 9. That's probably 8 of 9 from the charity line.
Like this. No, it ain't even touch the rim, I guarantee you. Okay, never mind then. Right as I said.
Now misses both and 8 of 10. He's been on fire. Here's Dante Swanson off the front of the rim, rebound Savages, and Gale, I believe that's probably going to do it. With 22 seconds left, the Savages still up by 9, and they'll go to the line.
I'm going to go see who will be playing.
Okay. All right. So, and it looks like we just can't get away from not sending Howell to the free throw line. As he will shoot 2 again. He just shot 2 for the Bulldog faithful. Thankfully, he missed those 2 rare misses for Howell. And this time he hits the first of two. And we're back to a 10-point lead for the Savages. Howell goes 1 for 2 for the line. He's got 15 this half. He had 20 the first half, and that's Ja'Shawn Davison won't go. Rebound. Howell. And we fouled him again. But at this point, when the time is running out, really doesn't matter who has the ball. You got to get that clock stopped. And that's Howell going to the line to shoot 2 again. Howell makes it 37 for the game. 37 of the 59 points for the Savages. And he looks to go 10 of 12, I believe, from the free throw line, and he does. Maybe 9 of 12. It hasn't been very many misses all night for Graydon Howell.
I mean, I can't.
That's Jackson with the late 3 for the Bulldogs. Dalen Jackson with the 3. And there is the final buzzer. The Savages hold on. Third again, 60-51 over the Wagoner Horse. The Savages will move on to Saturday finals. Winner of Baltimore against Stillwell. Wagner will go on the consolation side tomorrow, right here at 7:30, and they will play the winner. I have still no update. They'll play the winner of Hillbell and Glencoe. So.
No,
Okay.
that's the girl. The girls will be at 1. Okay, but who did the boy? Glenpool and Hildale.
See if they've updated the score for the boys' game. The girls will play
Locust Grove. Familiar opponent.
Yes. Play Locust Grove tomorrow at 1, I believe, here in Salisaw.
No. That's in Muldrow.
That's in Muldrow as well. Okay, the finals, either way, are going to be in Muldrow, as Salisaw has been the secondary
from here on
side.
out, it will be at Muldrow.
Yes. Okay, no update yet on that. But either way, the girls will play at 1. The boys will play at 7:30. And we will be right here bringing you the action. It'll be myself and Cale Humphreys. And we appreciate all the ones that have logged on tonight, logged on at 1 o'clock to see the girls and their big win over the Pirates. And we will bring you that action live tomorrow. And we thank everybody for logging on and supporting Wagoner Bulldog basketball and Friday Night Bulldogs. It's been a long, long day, Kel.
Well,
and but it's been full of good basketball and exciting basketball.
Ready to do this again tomorrow.
And we'll do it again tomorrow. So for Cale Humphreys, I'm Jeremy Holmes saying good night and God bless America. Hold on, listen.